Here we go then, into VW Pro, our next class. And this should be Hazel Carter, hopefully. Otherwise, I've got it seriously wrong. Now, this will be a dial-in class, of course, going alongside Golf Convertible. That's Thomas Webb with Tina. And it's not Hazel Carter, it's the other one. It's Olivia Carter. Apologies. Wrong way round. Got the surname right. But I do like this Golf Convertible. Say Thomas Webb. $12.99 is the dial-in. In actual fact, it's $12.99 a pair. Well, Olivia's front tyres were protesting there, trying not to give her any grip whatsoever. So, going to be Thomas that gets there first with a 13.91, and Olivia goes 14.80. Next up is Nigel Gregg with the Blackneck VW Golf, and it's James Gould with the VR6 powered Team Militia Altered. 12.60 dial in for Nigel, 9 flat for James. Well, Nigel's in stage, but James creeps up on it. Building up the boost, or trying to. So it's actually turned into a solo then for Nigel. Well, not the number we really wanted there, 1670 at 88. But we'll be back for more later. All right, next pairs, and it's pick your golf time, folks. So Fran Herbert with the white label Golf, dial-in of 12.50, going alongside Jake Fronda with the Golf R, 11.90. The dial-in for Jake, just goes to show how quick these Golfs are. Obviously he's had a bit of a tune-up, shall we say. $12.41 for Jake, about half a second off. 16.38 there for Fran. Well, certainly did a bit more of a burnout this time. There sounded a lot more boosted up. Well, James Gould still having issues trying to stage the Team Militia Altered there. Well, not quite sure what's preventing him from being able to get a good full pass in here. But the car just being pushed back. Okay, let's have a look then. Paul Walklate. Well, he's not down there at the moment, actually. Yeah, a bit of a shuffle around the pack. So, all right, so this is Rob Jump then with the Golf. 11.80 is the target then. 56 at 103 there for Rob. Slots into the number 3 spot. Right, Jacob Bailey with the Jetta. 10.99, darling. I don't think he'd mind too much if he broke out by a chunk. Let's see. Going alongside Paul Walklate with the Cutthroat Racing VW Caddy. Oh, it's a shame there for Paul. Yeah, he left. Oh no, he's still going to get a number actually. But Jacob isn't, unfortunately. Although Jacob got off the line, a 60 foot of 3 seconds tells a story there that it didn't go to plan at all, and he stopped just past the 60 foot. Paul goes through 11.91 at 116. Unfortunately, no time or speed for Jacob, and he's been pushed back. Right, just seeing who's going to be up next. Looks like it's going to be another one from the White Label team. It should be Tom, I think. Perry Lane's chock-a-block with race machinery down there. VW Pro, VW Sportsman. So Thomas Herbert then with the White Label motor Corrado. White Label Motorsport, I should say. 11.15 then the target for Tom. Can I please have Super Comp to the pairing lanes, please? Super Comp. Let's have you into the lanes, please, as Tom puts his run in right now. And it's a carbon copy of Jacob's run. Got off the line, didn't go any further. So unfortunately, Tom being pushed back. There's a lot of first night nerves going on here. So Abby Tether makes her way around the burnout box. So let's see how Abby Tether gets on then. Car is Arthur Daly, it's a Golf R, and the dialing is 1280. That's a 13.14 at 104. Puts Abby Tether into the number 1 spot for the time being. As we look down at the series champion from last year, James Hodson, taking on the Don, of course. It's Luke Stevenson. 10.80 for James, 11.60 for Luke. So Luke just heading up towards the beams. James is pretty much ready to go into pre-stage. And there he goes. So pick your golf. See the Mark 2 or the Mark 5. Well, both of them away very nicely indeed with 0 lights. And it's 11.48 for James Hodson, but Luke Stevenson, 11.80 on 11.60. Luke Stevenson takes the number 1 spot. But at what cost? Because it does look like there's a little bit of a trail from Luke's car. We're just going to go and check that one out. It started about 100 foot out, and it's gone all the way down the track. Track crew are now just having a look at it. And yeah, unfortunately, I think there is fluid on the track there. So good to see Carl Goldsmith back on track. It's a car we don't normally see him driving though, this VW Beetle. So the number that Carl would like to get near is 12.99. We know he's not going to run it on this pass here, but he'll certainly chip away at it and get close to it. So 17.36 76, but good to see Carl back. So Rob Carter with Percy the Passat going alongside Dave Henderson with the Audi RS3. Good matchup actually, these two. One from the world of Street Eliminator. David Henderson, he's certainly not slow with this car. And they're both dialing in 850. Oh, Rob Carter lifting the front wheels off the line there. Had to sort of backpedal a little bit there. Dave Henderson sort of rolled the beams a bit there, caught him out. So Dave Henderson goes 981 at 150. And Rob Carter goes 1086 at 86 miles an hour. But it's the way that Rob Carter left the line. Very rarely do you see the Passat lift its front wheels like that. Obviously generated a lot of horsepower for this year, so just an adjustment on the suspension setup should cure that. So Morgan Wilson up next. The briefest of chats with Morgan while she was sat in the car, and it was rather bizarre because the cabin is so spacious in there. Yeah, obviously she's in the roll cage, but it's so good to see the outraged Beetle back. They've owned the car for a while, but it's just getting everything together to get this car to debut here this weekend. Well, it's all a learning curve. All racers know that. And the car was pretty much doing this yesterday, but when it was trying to come out of the burnout box. But they just want to get data. They just want to get some runs in, and it will come good. This is the phase of having a race car where it's frustration which will eventually turn into elation. And it's going to be a journey, but hopefully it won't take too long. And all the support is there to get that car to go from A to B. It will certainly happen. And we wish the team all the best with that because they know what they're doing. And it's a cracking looking car, and it's a team that do deserve the luck as well. And I really do look forward to seeing that car progress, as I know it will.
Give me a 12, give me a 12. Oh, look at you. Oh,
You're matching with Ralph.
Yeah, Mel's got loads of the same shoes.
what happened, Mr. James?
No, making parts of it. Safety protocols were kicking in. I was making far too much power.
Okay.
Like over a bar extra than I should be making.
Yeah, sexy. Is this Ryanair by any chance?
And
Oh dear. Some big chunks out of it.
this was loose. It'll come off. Man.
How are we going, Carlos?
Rich as fuck, but it's working.
Rich is safe?
No, Rich is fouling bugs.
Oh, not safe.
It was cruising around there at like 9.2 AFRs, which yeah, is a bit on the rich side. So I've got an easy fix for that, which is just
All of a sudden he's a mechanic.
last time this man helped me.
Yeah.
I ran my first 9.
Oh, very good.
So, well, the first time actually.
Lucky Paul. So how did the first run go?
Well, you see this colour of the oil?
Yeah.
That's because it's got loads of ethanol in it.
Nice, nice.
An absolute liquor.
You had a bit of a wild ride.
Wild ride, I've just changed my pants. I thought I had to fucking get off it in the end. I was waiting for James to go,
Yeah.
because he went in, pushed him back out. I was right behind him,
Yeah.
pushed it, he went back in again, pushed it back again. I went in there at the burnout box twice, done the burnout, the temperature was just going. Left the line, and I think it chucked the coolant out all over my front tyre. Spun, third, second gear, fucking all that second gear, it took off. Third, wham, I was flying. Fourth, woof, straight
That's
over
it.
the side of the track.
Oh, I saw it on the replay just there, and he was literally just go to the
I
side.
thought I'm off this, man.
Brilliant.
I mean, across the line, 120 still.
Nice.
11 seconds, 11, 9, I think it was, but I was off the front. Still going fourth, I was off the
Yeah.
front. 60 foot was shit because it just spun up.
Yeah.
And I went to get my time, it was just coolant pouring out the bottom. I thought it broke somewhere, but it has, it just chucked it out. It just got too hot, you could see the temperature going
Yeah.
up and up and up. It don't like standing, but that don't.
Yeah.
There was only half a cooling system on it, then. It's just
Yeah, that's it.
looking Volkswagen Polo. It was
Brilliant.
scary. The first thing that struck me was what's it? Jacob.
Yeah.
Because I thought, first thing I thought, straight away, I thought, where's Jacob? Then I thought, Jacob is behind. And I just off it. And then, good job, yeah.
What happened, sir? Drive shaft. It was proper grippy out there.
Was, and that's the one that's gone.
Yeah.
Is the one that was on it when he built it. The last remaining original part of the car. So it's got a solid one on it.
Oh, okay.
The other one's solid already.
Yeah.
No, they were so both solid.
Okay.
It was grippy.
Yeah, it was very grippy.
But also, yeah, I just so they're not nothing much different. Like I do the same thing every time.
Yeah.
Launch controller every time, and it just launched. You know it's a shaft.
Yeah, yeah.
Just went bang, and I just lost drive.
Lost drive. What happened over here, sir?
This chunk of metal was missing.
Same again, but worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Me and new gearbox case.
And the Mark III?
It's having a new clutch.
A new clutch going in.
The Lupo went down though.
Well,
We got 1 out of 4 from A to B.
kind of think the smart car should have been in Sportsman ET.
Smart car's the beast. that earned its money in the first round. We bought 3 cars back to the bits.
There goes, what's his name, Maddie?
That's all I've seen him do. Stood there looking at it.
Oh, that's all that can happen now.
Hello. We're doing puppet.
It works if you put petrol in it.
Ah, you silly boy. You professionally cut it open at the top. What is this?
We're a precision operation.
Oh, okay. But the first run,
First run 13.9.
nice.
Straight off. Dead happy with that.
Yeah, really happy.
But now you've learned putting petrol in the car.
Car hot lap.
That is a very, that's just your fuel tank.
It's literally a swell tank.
You're going to have to carry a jerry can. What seems to be going on here?
Weight reduction.
Weight reduction.
I don't know if you take seats out.
Don't.
Spot garbage, yeah.
But that'll affect your dial now. You're already #1 qualified.
Yeah, I'm going to make it a bit quicker. Change the dial in. I'm out.
You're out?
Yeah, I've got the cylinder noise.
Oh no.
My band-aid isn't working.
Okay.
So I've got another cylinder head which I've already weighed and staked. And I'll get that on and that's it done.
Okay.
So not take the chance to drop the
Fair enough, fair enough.
What's going on?
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
That's my index, my index number out on the window as well.
Is it?
Yeah. That's all.
Okay. Well, there you go. So it's all down to you. That's it. That's how it's done. When it's good, it's definitely the crew chief's fine. When it's bad, still the crew chief. She's in bits.
She is.
What happened? I saw you go forward
Well,
and then come back.
yeah. Well, she started smoking, so end of last year, I did action. It blew the breather pipe off and it sprayed oil everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's soaked all like the exhaust wrap in oil. And I think actually what happened, there was just residual oil all sort of like sat down here on the cylinder heads.
Ah.
So when I got to the start line, it got up to temperature and all this oil around here were like bubbling up. So
Yeah.
I got to the start line, I could smell oil. I said to Phil, it's really smelly. Like Phil come round, looked, and saw like a load of bubbling oil here.
Yeah.
First thought, well, we've got like split.
Safety first.
split
Safety
cylinder.
first.
So yeah, we knocked it off. And
No, there'll be a next round.
but then we found a few other little bit of faults, but then the exhaust wrap was absolutely soaked in it.
Yeah.
We thought maybe we could just try and burn it off, but we come to the conclusion that it ain't got to just took it off.
Perfect.
And then
On-
like an idiot, I don't do it as well. I was trying to take it off and wait for it to cool down. So.
Okay. On to the next one.
Next up, it's a move to VW Sportsman. Well, I think that's George Miller with the Audi TT. And it's certainly the Baja bug that has appeared underneath us in the Slick Tricks lane. It's called Blue Steel, and it belongs to Steve Metcalf. So Steve dialing in 1540, George dialing in 1430 with Sonic the TT. Oh, 14.29 with a 3, breakout by less than 100th of a second. 15.68 is on the right side for Steve Metcalf, but he's nearly half a second off. But it is the #1 for the moment, but then just 2 cars down the track. So next up then, it's John Circuit with the Lupo going alongside Lily Stevenson. Proud moment for Luke. Good to see you, mate. Is the Don okay? Excellent news. That's what I wanted to hear. Good stuff. Well, they're off and running. It will be Lily to the top end first. So the target number is 1440. And it's a 1472. That'll do for the opener. And 1888 for John Circuit. So Lily goes #2, John #3. All right, next up then, Dominic Crawford and Jackie Roan So the Audi TT and the Sirocco. Jackie, a new name to us here. Thank you ever so much indeed for joining us, Jackie. Well done. And of course, Dominic Crawford about to show John how to go drag racing, I think. There's good banter between them in the pits last night. So the target numbers 1545 and 1630. Dominic's going to get there first with a 1567. Good for number 2. But Jackie on her first run, 1648 on 1630. Jackie with the Sirocco goes to number 1. Great shot. Very good indeed. All right, another one from the White Label Motorsports team. Just making their way forward. That's the Lupo. And it's Carrie Olivia Reed, dialing in 1420. And it's John Gallant with cat number 2, the Audi TT, dialing in 1440. Again, another racer I caught up with yesterday was John in the pits. Pleased to be back, like everybody, really. $14.79 and $14.58. John Gallant goes to number 1. They're shuffling the order around nicely. Next up, Laurie Anslow with the Leon. And Jerry Sadler with the Blue Action Beetle. Can one of these two take number 1 away? Just to let everybody know that half of the books have gone now, actually. You know, I was given 20 copies. 10 have gone, so I've only got 10 left now. So if you want one of those, that is the Drag Scene book. It's called the Travel Edition. I've got 10 copies left. They're £10 each. And all proceeds going to the British Drag Racing Hall of Fame Benevolent Fund. If you want one of these books, pop up and see me. And I have them in the tower available. So, Laurie Anslow, 14 flat. Jerry Sadler, 1540. And it's Jerry Sadler that takes the number 1, 1556. Nicely done, Jerry. 1453 there for Laurie. She goes number 7. This is Jordan Clark with the Thunderbug. Dial in for Jordan is 1399. And it's a 1418. Jordan goes to number 4. All right, Dave Kilpatrick, no problem at all. I have one up here for you. So thank you for messaging to say you want one of these books. They are disappearing thick and fast up here. So don't forget, they're £10 each. And every single penny of that £10 going straight to the British Drag Racing Hall of Fame. Many thanks indeed to Paul Martin for donating 20 copies of the book here for us. So, and you get a postcard and a sticker as well. This is Justin Foley with the Red Dwarf. He dials 1320. And he gets a 1393 to slot into number 11. Right, just a reminder then, Outlaw Anglia. Let's have you into the pairing lanes, please, as we look down on Polly Judge. She's the next one to go. So, Polly dialing in 1541. Goes 1646. As next up into the Kestrel Lane, it's Trev and Lorraine. Kaz Waterhouse with a menopause Audi TT looking for a 14 flat, and it's 1460. The darling for Lorraine Large. Bizarrely, that was the number I was thinking of last night. I can't believe you've picked that number. I should have written it down to prove it, but I was thinking 1460. Let's see. Well, problems for Kaz, struggling to get off the line and actually pulling over to the right-hand side, so it's all about Lorraine and a quest for a 1460. 1497, it's straight into the 14s, that'll do, well done. So we look down to see Nigel Gregson with Golfy McGolfface down there. The Golf GTI, dial-in of 1350. And Nigel just coming forward now. So let's see Nigel Gregson's quest for 1350 then. Wasn't a bad effort. 1374 goes in at number 6. Right, Poppy Hunter. With Cherry Pop, the Audi A3. 1385, the dial-in for Poppy. She comes up to the line to stage up and get ready to go. Little squeal of tyres as the front end protests about giving some grip. But Poppy is away and running. And that 1385 dial-in gives her 1473 on the actual run itself. Right, next car then, Andy Jones with the Grey Bug. And it's Hazel Carter with Patricia the Passat. The dial-in's then 1350 for Andy Jones, 1299 for Hazel. And it's a 1393 and a 1378. Andy Jones goes number 10. Hazel Carter goes in at number 15. Joshua Lee from Northwich with the Golf GTI. Dial-in here is 1450. I think got one or two more cars in VW Sportsman. And then it will be Sportsman ET to be followed by Super Comp Outlaw Anglia. And can I please have Outlaw Anglia into the pairing lanes? And Outlaw Flat 4, and that will round out Q1. So 1450 is the target. 1419, big old breakout there for Joshua. Men's car's working better than expected. So Nigel Gregg with the Blackneck Golf. Target for him, 1260. That's a bit quick for VW Sports. I don't quite know what's happened there. 1622, and that isn't.
Oh, it's been a good run when there's ice cream.
Yeah, celebratory wheels up ice cream.
Nice, nice. How did your run go?
Made a total mess of the burnout. What? The
called me round, but they said no to the other lane.
Yeah.
So I didn't realise there was another car in the other lane, so I ended up double bulbing before they did, before they stayed. 139, so good. Similar to what I did do.
And you got the wheels up, so.
Yeah, and the wheels hopped up.
Perfect.
You can change your dial into 1380.
Yeah, I'm getting
to get that.
Perfect start.
So yeah.
Nice. Awesome. We're coming in for a look. What's going on here? You lot love working on a car, don't you?
Rings
I don't know if it's rings or not. Anyway, that's it. Hot rods and chlorate, they're all right, but on
So are we broke out or are we fixie?
No,
No, it looks like the
out, I
rings.
think now. We're just doing a compression test.
Stinks now.
All that fucking time, sat
I say rings. Wait.
I've got into that.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't check rings, I don't like that. Just
How are we doing? We did well. Third. Woo. She who likes a burnout again.
I can now, can't I?
Someone's on the start line. They were like, "Polly doing a burnout, yeah."
TT, have I? So
No.
I used to do that.
Oh well. It's nice being back in the Corrado.
Yeah, I've just got to get used to it again. It was wheel spinning all the way up the fucking track. I was in third before it stopped spinning. But just got to get used to it. That's all. Right. I'll have to get it back out though. It's mine now.
Yours now. Your Corrado.
Yeah, 'cause I can't drive anymore.
Oh well. How do?
I'm in fifth, but
You're in fifth.
I'm in fifth.
All the rookies are doing quite well.
Doing alright, how's Lily getting on?
They're eighth. So you got Jackie third, you fifth, Lily eighth. Michael Strachan is number one in pro. That's another one of our rookies.
Was that in the S3?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. How'd you get on?
Second.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it.
I reckon there's a bit more in the car, but
Yeah.
a bit more in me as well. I realise I can launch a bit harder now than I did at diving day.
It's all about practice, isn't it?
Of course, yeah, I should have really practiced.
No, well,
Yeah.
do it next time.
Clutch have shifted into third.
Feeling brave?
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. There was just so much going on, I panicked. I sort of clutched down, got it out a second, but for some reason I went clutch up and then into third.
Fair enough.
So it took it.
And John, how are we enjoying sitting on the sidelines?
It's a bit of a lesson for you though, isn't it? Like how to qualify in that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fair play. Fair play. I'll tell you what, let's compare trophy cabinets. Oh yeah.
Compare it at the end of the season, yeah?
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Well, now I've got to try and get the keys, I think, for the next round. Yeah.
That's it.
So.
Think of all the fatherly pride you're feeling with it this way round.
Yes. Clearly.
See?
Oh well, on to the next one.
You can't wind me up.
Basically, I'm going to use it until it feels like that clutch is right at the very end. Then you can have it.
That's evil.
You can go and clutch it for us.
Okay, so that is qualifying round number one, race number one of the season done and dusted. In VW Pro, Michael Strachan starts the season as a rookie in provisional number one qualifier. Over in VW Sportsman, where there's a whole host of rookies, it's looking very spicy. Jackie Roan is in at number 3, Dominic Crawford number 5, Lily Stevenson number 8, John Circuit number 12, Kari Reid number 13, and Josh Lee currently number 20. But all can change in qualifying round number 2. Unfortunately, we have been told there will be no qualifying round number 3, so the next round will be the following qualifier of the weekend. Please do make sure you have liked and subscribed to VWDRC TV, and make sure you hit that ring bell so you get the next round coming up soon.